The city of Donaldsonville is a historic city located right off of the mighty Mississippi River and home to the Lemon Museum, which is located right off the corner of Mississippi Street and Railroad Avenue. However, the building was not always a museum.
At some point in time, we sold a lot of farm equipment out of this building, both International Harvester and John Deere, and we're a large Goodyear tire dealer and sold Purina feeds.
As a retail store, the company sold everything from baby clothes to hardware. Construction of the building began in 1876 and finished in 1877. The building was designed by a famous New Orleans architect, James Ferret, who also built the courthouse in Donaldsonville and has a street in New Orleans named after him. Unfortunately, the general store had to close its doors due to the coming of bigger retail stores such as Walmart. However, due to a group of women that Mr. Lemon refers to as the Magnificent Seven, the building reopened as a museum.
It was probably a museum about 10 years. A couple years ago, the parish and the city both cut out the funding, and that ended the building being open on a daily basis.
Mr. Lemon shares the memories that come to mind when looking at the building.
It was amazing the amount of people that would come through, and that was in the early 70s, and people just at that point in time still really hadn't started traveling to Baton Rouge like they do today to do all their shopping. But by the 80s, you know, the interstates out of Donaldsonville were wide open. Everybody worked late on Christmas Eve, and then we would have a little Christmas Eve party and probably didn't get home until about 9 o'clock. Good times.
When asked if he had a favorite piece, Mr. Lemon said, "The horse."
It was used to display saddles and bridles back at the turn of the century, and to display wagons just like it's hooked up to right now. And that's a very valuable, unique piece. It would be very nice to have the parish open it back up as a museum, but I just don't think in today's economic times that's going to happen. Everybody's scrambling for every dollar they can get.
Although the museum is shut down, Donaldsonville is still home to many other historic buildings and welcomes all tourists. I'm Brent Madare with NTW News.